Hello, I'm Bretton, one of our MCAT tutors here at Inspira Advantage, where we help students get to medical school and other professional programs. All right, welcome to our video on sound practice. If you haven't already watched our first video on sound for the MCAT, I recommend you give that a watch, as it is going to be very helpful as we apply those concepts in this video. So let's begin with this first problem. We have an ambulance with its siren on and it's moving towards you at 16.68 meters per second, while you are moving away from it at 5.56 meters per second. The actual frequency of the siren is at 700 hertz. What would be the perceived frequency? Give this video a pause and try and solve this on your own. All right, let's start with drawing a quick diagram. So here is the ambulance traveling at 60 miles per hour, or traveling at the 16 meters per second, and the person moving away at, let's say it was 5 meters per second, 6 meters per second. So we'll use our frequency Doppler effect equation, and we know V naught is going to be negative 5.56 because the person is moving away from the sound, and we know that the velocity of the sound is moving at 16 meters per second. That's on the ambulance, because that's where the sound's coming from. So that's the number we're going to use there. So now it's as simple as plugging these numbers in to here. We also need, and we know that the frequency emitted was 700. That was given in the problem. So we can plug that in nice and easy. Now, the trickiest part of this problem is remembering that the speed of sound on Earth in the air is 343 meters per second. So if that's what was stumping you, fair enough. Would have stumped me too, probably. But don't let it stump you a second time. Make this into an Anki card now, so that way you can remember that the speed of sound on Earth in the air is on average 343 meters per second. So solving out this math, we get that the answer is 723 hertz, and that is close enough to B, so we can pick it and feel nice and confident. Now let's take a look at problem 3. A sound wave spreads uniformly in all directions from a speaker that emits 2.5 watts of power. What is the intensity of the sound 3 meters away from the speaker? Again, give this video a pause and let's dive on it. First thing I'm going to do is write down our power and the radius, because that's what was given. And we also want to remember that equation, I equals P over A, but we don't have A. Well, luckily we know that things are moving out in a sphere, so we can say, okay, the radius we know, so we just need to calculate the area of that sphere. So we just take 4 pi times r squared, throw that in as our area at the bottom. Then it's as simple as taking 2.5 and dividing it by that area, which if we run that math, we get 4 from here. Pi, I'm just going to say 3 because it's the MCAT, and 9, and this rounds out to be about 1,130. Plug that in, divide it out, we get 0.022 watts per meter squared, and you betcha this is answer choice C. So if you said C, you not only get a degree, but also a gold star and pat on the back from me. All right, hopefully you're still with me here. We've got one more practice problem number 4. A particular sound wave has an intensity of 1 times 10 to the negative 6 watts per meter squared. What is this intensity in decibels? Give this video a pause and let's try and find out. So again, we're gonna try and figure out what equation we want to use. So the first thing we're gonna do is write what we have. We know our initial intensity. We know the intensity of the sound wave is 1 times 10 to the negative 6. And we know that the absolute minimum a person can hear, because he watched that last video, is 1 times 10 to the 12th. And if you forgot this, that means put it into an Anki card so that doesn't happen again. Because once we have these numbers, it's as simple as plugging it into our decibel equation. So we put the I naught down here and the I up top, divide these two bad boys, take the log of it, and then multiply by 10 to get a nice, easy decibels of 60. Is that an answer? Oh, you betcha. Answer choice C. So again, if you said C, now you have 2 degrees and 2 gold stars. But thank you so much for watching this video on sound practice. If any of this was tricky, go ahead and watch that sound video one more time. It's okay to make mistakes. That is totally cool. What is important is that you learn from them. So if this was difficult for you, figure out what areas you need some more help on and either go read up on it or make some more Anki cards to shore that up. But either way, I want to thank you so much for watching this guided sound practice video, and I will see you next time.